Hi guys, welcome back to Immortal BJJ vlog. This is the entry for May 24th, 2012. I had a student come up to me last night and want to talk to me about possibly that maybe they're hitting a wall. Now what does that exactly mean? It's actually very simple, and it sounds just like it feels. You're running and all of a sudden you hit this immovable wall. It's an emotional wall. It's not really a physical wall. Well, in some cases it is physical. But what you're dealing with is simply your mind being ahead of your body. A lot of times we can learn things as human beings and we know them mentally, but the actual practical and physical application of whatever we're learning, maybe a technique, can be much more difficult unless we drill that often. And what happens is that when your mind is saying do something but your body cannot, that can be very frustrating. And what it takes is simple practice. Practice, practice, drill, drill. And also sometimes you might tend to feel like you're not doing anything correct. You know, I'm rolling, I'm drilling, and I'm just not doing it the right way. And you come down on yourself, and that's the emotional aspect. What's great about that is that you understand you are doing something wrong. Knowing the right way first, and then maybe 6 or 7 months down the road you start cutting corners or not following your steps correctly. You say to yourself, why isn't this working? I must be failing at what I'm doing and I should just stop. That's a prime example of what it means by hitting a wall. Well, if you go back, review your steps, make sure you're doing all of those details that can lead to the proper execution of a technique, then all of a sudden you go through the wall and you excel greatly. There's always seems to be this reward after you break through a wall, that your technique, your mind, and your body seem to react very differently than before the wall. And that's kind of like the reward. So if you're hitting a wall, or if you've yet to experience that, or maybe you've done it a few times, don't let that discourage you, because it's very important to keep training and keep on doing what we love. And we all know what that is, at least for me, and that's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So you guys come and talk to me if this happens to you, and leave some feedback and let me know if and when you've ever hit the wall and how you dealt with it. Leave those comments and please rate and subscribe. All right, guys, thanks so much. Bye-bye.